all in.
Go, Eric! Come on, Eric!
Rooting once again for Asadorian.
Oh, that's right. I have hope.
Your favorite.
I have hope.
So far, the anti-root, rooting for his opponent, has worked really well. He's doubled through Asadorian twice. This could be his third. He'd have to get lucky once again. 5-6 offsuit, just 38% to win this pot.
He's going to get me again.
Certainly brought some personality to the final table, that's for sure.
Asadorian is resigned to the fact that, well, don't worry, he's going to win somehow.
And the flop is 10-9-5.
Piece of cake, ain't nothing. Pair of fives right on the flop. Incredible.
Now Ing, a big favorite.
Ace of spades.
Asadorian needs to catch an ace or a king to eliminate Ing. Looking for that ace of spades again.
Tony joining Eric in his chant for the ace of spades.
Can I use your line? One time?
The turn, a king of diamonds.
Well, it's not the ace of spades, but it's just as good. Ing is happy now. He's finally lost one, it looks like, unless, of course, he can catch a 5 or a 6 on the river to stay alive.
No, don't give me a deuce. Give me a
Now,
deuce.
Asadorian
Give me a deuce.
rooting for Ing. What a friendly table we have here.
Tony Ing just wants it over, I think, and the river is a 3 of hearts, and we lose Tony Ing in 4th place.
Certainly a fun character to watch, Tony Ing. He'll be missed at this table. Seemed like he had 9 lives, but finally ran out.
You guys are a group cheerleading group. Next time I play in a tournament, you guys are hired.
So Tony Ing gives the thumbs up to Eric Asadorian's posse, and he will surely be missed at this final table. Let's take a look at the chip count. Eric Asadorian with a huge lead, but it's a very tight race for second between David Steike, the novice, and Bo Sealstad, who for the most part has stayed out of everyone's way on this final table.
I mean, you're going to tangle sooner or later. Let's just make it sooner.
Might be us, you know, you never know.
I mean, you're going to tangle, I can see. It's coming. Won't be long. Either.
Seems likely, but you never know.
He's a cheeky boy, Eric Asadorian, and the action is on him. He's got ace-jack.
Well, down to 3 players, a very strong hand, definitely a raising hand.
And he makes it 30,000 over to David Steike with ace-9 of hearts.
Another strong hand, especially when we're only playing 3-handed. Remember, as players get eliminated, you have to play more hands. Those blinds and antes keep coming around the table a lot faster.
30 more.
And
wow.
he will raise him 30,000.
Once again, we've seen a pattern here. When Steike plays, he usually makes minimum re-raises. Strange way to play the game, but it seems to be working. He's down to 3.
Bo Sealstad with 8-3 offsuit will get out of the way.
Now the question is, does Asadorian want to play for it all right now, push the envelope, push Steike for all of his chips, or call and see a flop first?
I'm all in.
And he will move all in.
Well, there is your answer.
Eric answers all in.
Decision now back on Steike. Calls.
David has called.
And Steike will not like what he sees. He is dominated in this hand.
There you see Asadorian getting some handshakes from his friends, feeling very close now to a heads-up match.
Where is he?
Looking for an extra little lucky rub.
Don't rub it off me, though.
No. He needs all the luck he can get here to hold this ace-jack. A 2-to-1 favorite. You see there, 67%.
No, I'll keep one.
Steike asking to swap hands. Eric says no thanks.
Well, don't know that I'd want to do that when I've got a good chance here to eliminate a player.
And the flop is Jack 7-4.
Absolutely great flop for Asadorian once again. Cards just really going his way. He's flopped the top pair. Steike, really bad shape. He's going to need runner to stay in this tournament. Otherwise, heads up, here we come.
Oh, 3rd place.
Ace of spades. Have I got it?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Seems resigned to his fate, but happy about it.
Well, he's only a 2% chance going into the turn and river. But who knows? The turn, an 8 of hearts.
Well, he's halfway there. He's gotten half the straight. Now he's going to need to catch a 10 on the river to hit a miracle runner straight against Asadorian, which might send him through the roof.
And Asadorian doesn't even want to look. Perhaps one more card in the deck for David Steike, and it is a Jack of Hearts. And that is going to do it. David Steike has been eliminated in 3rd place.
So, as predicted, Asadorian will face the man he expected to face, Sealstad, heads up against Asadorian for the title.
And Stikey looks content to have finished in third place. He takes home just over 110,000 US dollars.
All the best to you, but good luck to you, champion. You played really well all day anyway.
And now Eric Asadurian and Bo Sealstadt will go head-to-head for the title of High Roller here in Macau. 64 players began. Now just 2 men remain in this high roller event. Eric Asadurian has been the dominant force throughout this final table.
Who wants to rumble in the jungle?
Bo Sealstadt has taken a much quieter approach, staying out of trouble. But now the only way to the title is through the Aussie. 2 players, 2 very different styles. To one of them, almost 400,000 US dollars and the title of High Roller Champion. Well, Bo Sealstadt certainly has his work cut out for him as we take a look at the chip counts. Eric Asadurian has a dominating chip advantage over the Swede.
But as we know, in Texas Hold'em, things can change quickly.
It's going to be good, Timo, when I come back and win this, right? No problem. Don't you think so?
A couple double ups.
I think it will be lovely.
And that could be a
It
reality.
would be a good story.
Okay, we are set to go. Action is on Eric Asadurian. Blinds are at 5 and 10,000, and he looks down at Jack 8 offsuit.
Well, a marginal hand, but heads up, he's going to play it.
And he raises to 25,000. Over to Bo Sealstadt with 3-4 of hearts.
Well, this is a fun hand to play. You want to have more chips, ideally, to play a hand like this. But heads up, you got to play a lot of pots.
And he makes the call. Our first pot heads up, and we go to the flop.
Asadurian with the advantage. Jack 8 on the button.
The flop is King 7-4.
Well, Sealstadt's flopped the best hand. He's got bottom pair, a pair of 4s, but he's going to decide to play it slow.
And both players check, so we go to the turn. It is an 8 of hearts.
Well, that gives Asadurian the lead now with his pair of 8s. Sealstadt still with his pair of 4s would need a 4 or 3 on the river.
And Sealstadt checks, and Eric Asadurian bets 30,000.
Well, he feels like he has the best hand right now and wants to protect it. He's made his pair.
And Sealstadt calls, so we go to the river.
Well, he doesn't believe him. He flopped a pair, played it slow, thinks that maybe Asadurian is bluffing with something like ace-10 high.
And the river is an ace of diamonds.
Well, kind of a scare card for both players, since there was a raise before the flop.
Sealstadt checks.
Looks like Asadurian reaching for chips. He must feel like his pair of 8s is the best hand. Looking to make a value bet, it seems.
He makes a bet of 75,000.
Excellent read of the situation right here. Asadurian has Sealstadt on a pair, but he thinks his 8s are better. He probably thinks Sealstadt is on a
Scary board, huh?
7 or a 4, and he's looking to get paid off.
You got the 7, yeah?
Wow, and you see there, he thinks he's got a 7. He actually has a 4, but he's read this hand perfectly, hoping to get a call. If he moves all in this spot, then he probably doesn't get it. But the 75,000, the perfect amount to really make Sealstadt think about it.
Second bottom pair once, remember?
Now trying to coax him into calling.
Yeah, bro?
Little table talk.
Sealstadt certainly thinking about it.
Thinking, what could he have here? He bet the turn. He's betting again on the river. Could he have a hand like 9-10? Is he bluffing? Difficult decision here. This whole tournament, essentially, riding on it. Ooh.
And Bo Sealstadt calls.
It's
Good. It's good. It's good.
It is good. Sealstead stunned. And Asadurian with a punch to the stomach there. Wow.
Pair 8s will win this pot.
And beautifully played.